Yes, so does anyone have any question from the previous session or anything you wanted to know on the Power Automate or any query on anything? Okay, look like no one have any query. Hmm, okay, okay, Ankush as well. Okay, so on our previous session we have covered the basic functionality of the Power Automate Cloud and the what is Power Automate, the basic idea, what power on the Power Automate capability. And also we have covered on the Power Automate desktop the variable part. What is the role of variable and use of the variable and what all variable action we have in the Power Automate desktop. Let me share my screen so that I will show you. Hmm. So Power Automate desktop. So it's a window-based RPA platform that you can download from the Microsoft website or you can download from the Power Automate cloud as well. So I will search and I will go for Power Automate. So this is how it will look like. So here you will get the list of the all the desktop flow that you will create. And how I can create the desktop flow, I will click on this new flow. Create new flow. I will add the one flow. You can name your flow. And once you will click on new, it will prepare your flow and it will open the one uh, Power Automate console for you where you will get all the option. On the right side, you can see the Copilot that is now embedded with the Power Automate desktop where you can ask your question if you have any query on any step. The Copilot will is a kind of a AI that will answer your query. And here you can see all the set of the actions what we have in the Power Automate desktop. So in the last class, in in a previous class, we have covered these actions: set variable, list, JSON, data table. We will cover in the Excel class. Most of the common action which we have in the variable. Now we'll move to next. Next we have the condition. Now condition, everybody knows condition plays a very important role when you are working on any project because any project you need to apply some decisions basis on any criteria. If my variable value or my value is that, then I need to apply this condition. So basis on those logical conditions, we have we have switch, and we have a if condition. So if I'm sure most of you know the how the if condition will work. So if then it will take the first operand and the second operand. So how it will work? If the condition is true, then it will uh, do the true. Otherwise, it will do the false. So like first operand, second, and here you can see the uh, logical operators. So what are logical operators? Those are like equals to, greater than, not equal to, contains, is empty. So that will help you to apply the logics. Basis on that, you can apply the logic in your project. So let me try, take some variable and we will see how the if condition will work. So this is the set variable. How can I pull the variable? I will click on this. You can do the double click or you can drag and drop. I will hold it and drag it here. Here it will, what will be the name of your variable? You can name it anything. So like I will name it as a employee and I will give the value as a Raj for now. Now if I want to apply the condition basis on the employee name. Simple condition. I will go for the basic one. Then we will see some more complex if condition. First operand, when you can see this icon is basically to see the list of variable in your project. If you are using too many variables and you don't remember exactly what is the name of my variable, so you can simply click on this one, and from here you will get the all the list of variable that you are using your in current project. Rather than you are using a subflows, it will show all the list of variable. So currently we have only one variable in this list, so it is showing the one. I will click on this one. Now this is the operator. You can apply any of the operator. Obviously, greater than equal to, we basically do with the numeric value. Currently, it is a text value. I will go for equal to Raj. If my employee name is equal to Raj, then message box. So how you can go for the, if you want to search for any action, you can do the drag and drop, or you can simply search here. So like I know message is there in display message box. I will go select it. I will click condition met. I will run it from here. So this is the condition met. Similarly, if I will move it to something like Raj, Rajesh, it will not show anything because the condition is not true. It directly got exit from this condition. Similarly, we have the else if condition. If employee name is not equal to this, you can give more parameter to your condition. If Raj is not equal to this, then you can uh, use any of the variable or any of the condition. So it's a kind of a nested if, how the nested if condition will work, where you need to take the more than one condition in our project. Now, another thing, if I want to work on any uh, multiple condition in a single statement, like a use of logical gates. So what is logical gates? You have learned, might have learned and or, where my value of two variables should be met. So we will use the and gate. Any one of them will met, then we will use the or gate. So you can see we don't have any option here directly to use the and or gate. If I type here, there is no option. How I can write? So first of all, I will use one variable. That set variable is equal to, I will keep it as a Raj for now. And I will take the department code. Sorry. I will take the variable value as a department code. Now I will take a what some numeric value, like department code is 12. So I want to apply this condition. If my employee name is equal to Raj and his department code is equal to 10, then it should the condition will be true, else it should be false. I will go on this. I will write here employer equals to Raj. I am using a single quotes because Raj is a text. It's a string. So for the string, we will use the single quotes here. After that, I will use the gate because I want I want to check if the both condition will be true. Now I will use the another variable which is my department code. My department code is dpt underscore code. Now I will use equals to, and I will write 12 because 12 is a numeric value. So we will not use here the single quotes. And here I will write as a true. I will use the else condition also. Conditions else display message. Condition not met. I will run this in. So condition met. If I will change the department code, now I have changed the department code. So it is showing condition not met because we are the condition I am using in my variable is employee name is equal to Raj and department code is equal to tell. But I have changed the department code here, so my condition is not getting met. So it is rather than if, it directly jumped to the else, and it is showing the output as a condition not met. Now, if I want to see any one of the, so I have two input parameters, but I want in my condition any one of the parameters should be true, then my logic should work. I don't need my both the values should be met. So for that we have the OR gate. Employee name is equal to Raj, then also it is fine. Or department code is equal to tell, then also it is fine. Any one of the conditions should met. So here it is showing condition met where our department code is equal to 12 in the condition and in the variable it is 15. But my employee name is getting match. So that's why my condition is getting met. So here this is one. So this is the if condition, how the if condition will work. So and how you can use the AND gate or OR gate with the if conditions. Other than that, there are options. So one more thing, if you want to use any uh, case sensitive values. So like my name is mentioning as a Raj, but in the input, it can be a small case or it might can be a capital case. So it should work in both cases. So I will use here, not here. I will use one more subflow. I will use the one, create the subflow here. I will take one variable. So new variable, that value can be anything, power. And in condition, I'm taking this one, my new var is equal to power. I'm taking a input, second operand in a small case. Let's see, it will work here. Message, display message box. So if I'm working on the any subflow and I want to run the subflow, so if I'll click the run button from here, it will not run from here. It will run from the first step, the first step from the main flow. And because I'm not calling my subflow, it will run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and stop. So if I want to execute this one subflow, so I will I will do the right click here and I will click run from here. Condition is not getting true because here is a case sensitive. So how you can handle these conditions? You can use the contains, and here you will see the ignore case. So here it is getting met when we use this one ignore case. So ignore case is basically if you are not sure about the letter standard, it may be case sensitive in the input or in your condition. So in that case, you can use the contain and you can click on the ignore case. So this is what we have in the condition. So you can see the logical gates we have. Uh, Similarly, we have start with, and with, does not start with. does not end with. So these are some logical conditions that you can use in your project basis on the requirements. So it can be any requirement, like you have to match the first four character of from your input, or you want to match the you need to match the last eight character of your input. So on those conditions, you have to use these logical operators. So this is on if condition. Anyone have any query on the if condition, or it is clear? Okay,
Mhm.
look like no one have anything. Then after in condition, there is a next one is the switch. So switch condition is also similar to the uh, if condition. So switch, what is the difference between those? Where I need to use the switch condition, where I need to use the if condition. So basically, if condition will work if you have to apply multiple you have multiple variables, and you can expect you need to apply some multiple logics. Where switch condition you have to use where you are using one variable, but in a one variable you are expecting a multiple inputs from that variable, and you need to apply the condition of basis on that multiple inputs from that single variable. I will use the one new flow. I will keep it as a switch. Now for switch we have this one, switch, default case, and case. So these actions are related to the switch condition, where if, else, and else if are related to the if condition. So I will go for, so first I will take the one variable. Simple, I will name it as a var, and I will keep it as a, this value as a power RP, or I will take a RP. So this is my variable. From this one, I am expecting my project a multiple inputs. So like it's RPA, then it should work something, some flow. If it is something else, then it should work something flow like RPA platform or automation, then it should work. So I will go for a switch case first. I will go for a switch, which value to check. I will check for where. Now I have to use the case. So case is similar to the condition where I need to use. So if sorry, case. So case operator, again the similar what operator logical operators we have in the Power Automate desktop. If my case is equal to what value you want to compare. So if I want to compare RPA, so in that case it should send me the message box, some message box. If my uh, equals to, or rather than I will take this variable as a PA for better understanding. So if my case is equal to PA, then it should give me the message box as a Power Automate. Second condition I want to apply. If my case is equal to BP, then it should give me the output as a prism. I will use the third one, and I will copy it. If my case is equal to AA, then it should be automation anywhere. So this is how it will work. So it will match the case. If it will become true here. It will directly check this value, and it will directly jump to the ninth action, and it will go to the end. My this condition will not true, it will go to the next condition, condition number 5. It will not get true. Then it will get check the condition number 7, case number 7. It will not true. Then it will directly go to the end. So similarly, also we have the default case. 1 minute. So similarly, we have another one is a default case. If none of the condition will true, then also it should do anything. So in the default case also, I will put it here. I will put it here something else like all tricks. I will do a right click. First condition is self getting met. So it is showing the 4 action. Now it will directly go to the action number 11. 11 and end. I will change my value to the AA. Line number 6. This condition, this case is getting true. So it is showing this one. It will go and directly exit. Now I'm getting any value like XY. In that case, what it should do, it should go to the default case and it should show me the this message box, which is Altrix. So this one is for Altrix. So how the switch condition work, where you are expecting the multiple output from the one single variable. So this is for switch condition, and this one is for the if condition. So anyone have any query on this one? The logical condition. Okay, if a logical condition is clear, then moving next. So this is done. So how in the coming classes we will see to apply some complex logical condition in the project, where we will do some assessment and we will cover some use cases. So we will see more deeper on this one how we can use these conditions. Next action is loop. So loop, everybody's maybe aware. So loop is run basically a set of iterations. So if I want to run my loop 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, then how my loop will run one by one. Or I can run my loop like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That depend on the logic, how you can apply the loop. I will add the one subflow loop. In the loop, you will see here we have in the loop, we have this action exit loop, for each loop, loop condition, and then next. First, if I'll go for a simple example, loop. In a loop, what it required the three inputs basically. The first input from which number you want to run, and till where you want to run your loop, increment by at what iteration you want to run your tool. It can be 1, 3, 5, 7, or you want to run 2, 4, 6, 2, 5, 10, 15. It depends on your condition. So it is like 1 to 5. I want to simply run my loop on the 5 iteration, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I will increment it by 1. What it will do, it will create the one variable for me, that is loop index. And the loop index, it will store the index of the loop value. So this is the loop value. Now if I'll go for a switch, go for a message box, and here I will use my loop index. So this is the loop index which is getting generated from this loop itself. I will run this, it will run like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, simple one. And if you want to run it in a order, even order, in that case, you can change this increment order. So this is the simple loop condition, how you can use your loop. Also, we have this one, exit loop. So exit loop is basically where you want to exit the loop. So you have any condition where you have the condition like you have 10 rows in the Excel and you are looking for a column A. So in the column A, you are looking for the 10 rows and your condition is something if my cell value is equals to Google, then it should exit the loop. So in those cases, because you don't want to iterate the next iterations, because maybe I have 500 rows and I find out my value on the row number 5. I don't want to run the unnecessary loop on my flow. So in that cases, we use the exit loop condition. So how can I use? I will use the if condition and the exit loop. So I will go if I will go and drag and drop. If my loop index is greater than 3, in that case, it should exit. So here I am applying this, I have applied this condition. If my loop index is greater than 3, then it should exit the loop. And we can also debug the code. I will click here directly here. From the mouse, you will click here. So this is basically to debug the code. It will add the one toggle point on your flow. I will click. I will do the right click. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see in the 4, when it comes to the iteration number 4, it is coming to this point, exit loop, and it will directly exit the loop. Run next action. So it has not run the iteration number 5 because my condition is getting true, and here I have used the exit loop case. So that's why we are getting exited from the loop. This is the one simple condition. Then we have the for each loop. So for each loop is the loop where you want to run any loop on the collection. This collection can be anything, the collection of the list or collection of the data row, collection of the data tables. So on those conditions, we use the for each. So for each, basically, you don't need to, in this loop, we are giving the start point and the end point. For each, because it is running on the collection, so we don't need to give a start point or end point. It will automatically understand the first and last index of the collection, and it will run automatically on the that one. So I will go for each. For that, let's create a one list. I'm adding one list. Let it be a list. And I'm adding some item into the list. Add item. I'm adding one A into the list. Similarly, I will add this condition 5. I will do B, B, B. I will run this flow. What it will do, it will simply add these four A, B, C, D into the list. If you want to see the output, from here you can see the output A, B, C, D. And this bracket, this is the form of the one collection, or you can say array. So now I will use the for each. I will go here. I will give my list name. This is my list name. And this will create one variable as a store into current item. So current item is basically the current item which the loop is running. So we can give this one as a, you can rename this anything. So I will keep it as a list value. Now from here, display message box. keep it here. This one, list value. So you can see it is showing multiple variables in my flow. So it is good practice if you will rename your variables a meaningful name so that you will not get confused if you are working on the large actions. So list value is my one. I will click, I will do run from here. So it is running on a collection now. So you can see I have not given any start index and end index. It is automatically running into the list, into the collection. And similarly, you can add the condition here. If my list value name is equal to C, then it should do exit or it should do anything. Then you can use the condition similar to here. After that, we have the another one is the loop condition. So this one is the for each loop. This is the loop which you have in the normal programming language. You get the for loop. It is similar to the for loop. Then you have the loop condition, which is similar to the do while loop. Here also I will take one variable. Yes. Variable. Taking one variable as a number, and I'm taking the value as a 5. The value of the number I'm taking as a 5, and I will go to the loop condition. The loop condition I'm checking if my variable value should be equals to, or I will say greater than. In second operand, I'm checking till 10. No, not equal to, it should be less than or equal to 10. Then it should do anything. And I will use the display message box. Display message box. The value unknown. Now I have to use the one increment variable also because my value will be num. Then in that one, I will use one increment variable so that it will also increase the value of the variable. So variable value will get changed every time. So this rule similar to work on the data rows on data table when you are working on anything. So every time it will change. The row will get changed. So that's why we are using the one increment variable. So I'm using a num increased by one. So it will how it will run 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will add the here rather than here. So I'll add the one toggle button also. Okay. Run next action. If you want to do one by one, you can do like that. Run action by action. If you want to run 6, 7, will go 8, 9, then 10. So here the condition is getting true and it end up the loop. So this is do while loop. The basically the do while loop you have in the programming languages where you need to run the loop basis on any condition. Then we have a for each loop. For each loop is basically if you want to run on any collection on data rows, simple loop, or you can say for loop. For loop, when you know the your set of iteration, I need to run loop from which number to which number. In that case, you can use the simple loop where you will give two values. Similarly, we have exit loop also, which is very useful where you are working on a large data set. So you should also, it's a good practice to have the exit loop in your uh, project. Then we have the switch condition. How the switch condition will work when you are expecting the multiple output from a one single variable. In that case, you can use the switch condition. Then we have the if condition. If condition, everybody's know when you are working on multiple variables or you want to apply some complex expression in your flow, then you can use the if condition. So how the if condition will work, how the switch condition will work, and the loops. So we have covered in today's session condition and loop, which play a very important role in the project. After that, we will see more action variable, condition, and loop we have covered. In the next class, we will see the flow controls. Flow control is basically the error handling, how you can handle the any error or exceptions in your flow. So anything, any question on this one or anything related to the Power Automate or anything related to the training content? Okay, if no one have anything, we can good for today. We can close this session. If do you have anything, you can directly drop the message into the group, or you can message here if you don't want to speak. Okay, then. Thank you everyone for joining.